Welcome to Onigiri Travels. Here's the Swiss flight experience from Zurich to Montreal. Today we're going to travel 3,000 miles, approximately 6,000 kilometers across 8 hours from Zurich, Switzerland to Montreal, Canada. But first thing first, back at the hotel. Yesterday I went to the Stanserhorn and went hiking, rode their cable car, also had a nice picnic lunch up there, and then after that relaxed at the Roman bath for a few hours. And today I'm gonna go to Montreal, Canada, and that's my next chapter of the adventures. So let's get going, and I'll see you soon. Hello again. I'm just getting in some breakfast before the really long day today, and I think I'll miss this breakfast because it's been very nutritious, very rich protein, and love my latte macchiato. So I'm gonna get some work done before I get to the airport, but I'll see you there. To Montreal, and gotta check in really quick. Let's get down there. All right, let's go. All right, I'm headed to check in right now. This is the surrounding of the Zurich Flughafen. Food court and tons of stores. I've been here multiple times to get some groceries and the basics. Let's go check in now, and I'll head to the International Gate E. So we're heading to the E gates, which is international, non-Schengen, and the other gates are part of the Schengen territory. So let's get going.
Next departure to Gates E, track 2.
Okay, on the way to Gate E, let's get going to the lounge, or the Flughafen lounge. Let's go up the escalators. Lots of people here. Okay, I'm now at the Swiss business class lounge, and I'm gonna get some small bites to eat, probably even take a shower before I go on the long 10-hour flight adventure. There's a lot of reading material, and here on my left-hand side is a beautiful flight deck view. More on this soon. So this is the Swiss business class lounge shower amenity. So I get a bunch of towels, a lot of, small amount of space. It's pretty decent, I would say. So they have a lot of fresh fruit items that just came out. I think lunch is coming near. Looks like they have more food selections. Here's the beautiful terrace. In this section, they have a little bit more desserts, Swiss chocolates, and also some coffee and tea over here as well. There's something I need to tell you about. It's about the Swiss Alpine Lounge. It's located in Terminal A of the Zurich Airport, right after security. You just need to turn right, and there's a bunch of nice desserts and more stuff, more drinks. As you can see here, lots of spacious seating and nice views, more coffee and tea, and finally more and more food that came out. And here's my mini lunch right here. Let's finally get on board. Let's get going. Finally got past through the ticketing. Let's now board the flight. Let's go. Look forward to the seat. That's the plane we'll ride on, the Airbus A330. Great. Huge, beautiful aircraft. Let's go. Good morning, everyone. It's me, Ty, again. I'm bored. I just got on the aircraft for Swiss Flight 86 from Zurich, Switzerland to Montreal, Canada. I'm gonna go explore Montreal for a day, just for the heck of it. Why not? I just went through the entire Zurich Airport. It's elaborate layout and very impressive. And I just went to their business class lounge, took a quick shower, and had a nice meal with the beautiful view of the jetway, the panoramic view. It was pretty good, just like what others have mentioned
I will fly close to 10 hours from Zurich to Montreal, and I'll try to get some sleep. It's been a long 2 weeks in Europe. For temporarily, I'd say goodbye to Europe, and I'll come back to America. See you soon.
Presented here are the flight menus in English, German, and French. Please feel free to pause the video to take a much closer look at the menu details, and they also have an anytime menu as well. As the cabin began its lunch service, here's what I chose. We started with warm cashews and Zurich specialty soda. We have the baked eggplant with feta cream and salad. We have the main course with barbecue chicken, potato gratin, and spinach. And finished with tartlet with pistachio and creams together. The Swiss business class seat recliner features are excellent, allowing for a completely flat bed accompanied by a nice duvet blanket and plush pillow. As you can see, I slept for a good few hours. A few hours before we land, we had another light meal service, which comprised of a salad, bread, and refreshments, taking a moment to enjoy the majestic views of the St. Lawrence River in Montreal and the road ahead. As we prepare to land in Montreal, there are several important things I like to say. So with regards to the airport experience, it was very efficient. However, passport and customs took nearly 25 minutes for non-EU, non-Swiss citizens, so please effectively time manage for this before you leave the Schengen area of the airport. I give this 8 out of 10. The Swiss business class lounge, it was easily found with good showers, decent food selections, nice tea and coffee. However, the lounge was very crowded and hard to find a place to sit. Remember when I discussed about the Swiss Alpine lounge earlier in the video? This is a hidden gem lounge at Zurich and is way less crowded with much better food. I'll give Swiss Business 8 out of 10, Swiss Alpine 9 out of 10. With regards to in-cabin flight service, there were moments when I did press the attendant button and they took a good few minutes to come to my seat. However, when they were actively working on towel and drink and meal service, they were exceptionally attentive. They did appreciate that I requested and asked questions in Swiss German and often thanked them for their hard work and effort. Dankeschön and merci beaucoup. I'm gonna give this 8.5 by 10. The business class seat itself is very good, spacious, and comfortable. I highly recommend obtaining the throne seat because you have significantly more space. The flatbed aspect is definitely a winner in my opinion. Nice thick duvet blanket, plush pillow, and amenity kit. Although I slept very well, a mattress cushion pad is very much missing. Here is the seat map of the business class cabin for the Swiss A330. You might notice single extra space seats, which are called the throne seats, and the double seats, which are very good for couples and families that want to travel together. My seat was 12A as circled here. I give the business class throne seat a 9 out of 10. About the refreshments and food, it is a top-notch Michelin star quality. Very delicious from the start to the end of the course meal. Only feedback is that they need to provide a form to fill out online in case someone has specific food allergies, so staff can adequately prepare. Overall, a 9 out of 10. I say a big thank you to the Swiss cabin attendants who provided excellent service. Here's some post-flight photos right after landing and when we got off. We arrived over an hour and a half late due to technical issues before takeoff, and thankfully I had no connecting flight to rush to afterwards. So how much did I really spend on this flight? For a one-way business class ticket, it will cost more than 7,000 USD, 6,000 euros per person for a business class seat. But I only spent 72,000 reward points and 109 USD. I actually was offered first class upgrade, but decided not to. Do you think it'll be worth it? After another 2 hours at the Montreal airport, finally reached my hotel, had a relaxing dinner over at the Indian restaurant at Verbenda, and finally took a walk at the well-lit Ferris wheel before closing the evening. Would you like a video posted about points and miles and club lounge access? Please comment below. Thank you so much and please subscribe.